salmon patties. And I'm going to tell you, if you've never had mine, you want to stick around and watch how they're made. They are so good. We're going to be using a big old green onion in them. Decided I'm going to change skillets because we're going to eat this with cornbread and milk tomorrow. So I want to make sure I got enough. Okay. So I'm going to make a 2-cup recipe, which is my standard recipe in the recipe book. So it's 2 cups of cornmeal mix. It's self-rising cornmeal mix is what it is. It's already got the flour in there, but it's not sweet cornbread. Just plain old cornbread. 1/4 cup of oil. It's 1 large egg, but my eggs are tiny because I've got new little chickens laying, and boy, they are laying like crazy. So we're using their eggs. Boy, they're hard too. Hard little eggs. They must be eating plenty of bugs out there or something. I got some good shells. Okay. And buttermilk. That's all there is to it. I'm going to grease this right quick and sprinkle it a little bit. I don't usually use this skillet to make my cornbread in, but I'm sure it'll make some good cornbread. It's a deep one. Oh, I'm going in the wrong thing. Then you want to put a little bit of cornmeal mix around the edges and bottom, and that helps get it crunchy without having to heat it up in the oven and do all that like a lot of people do. You don't have to do that. If you got a good skillet, your cornbread's going to be nice and crunchy. I'm going to do it like Mama did, not have to wash my hands right this second, because Mama sure wouldn't have. I hope y'all are having a good day. We are starving. We have not ate hardly. Chris went out fishing today, and I've been gone today, and I ate part of a little salad and drank a cup of coffee today and drank some water. So I'm hungry. I thought I shook that up. It looks runny, don't it? It's got to be a little wetter than that, y'all. Then we're going to get this in the oven. I got my oven on pretty high temp, and I'm going to turn on the convection because I want this brown by the time we get our salmon patties done. So we're cooking a whole meal tonight. Live. I got my potatoes boiling already because I wanted to make sure that they had time to get done. We're going to put this in the oven right here. And I'm going to turn it on convection. We're going to add our Brussels. And these have a lot of little leaves in them. I'm going to turn them down so that they're facing the bottom real quick. And it don't take that long to do it. And it just, yeah, I just like the way they cook better. They get a nice toasty side on them. Now, if you buy Brussels and they don't look good and fresh, then you got to trim them. There it goes. You want to get them hot enough that they start to sizzle just a little bit. Then you're going to add some water to them. And this is how they'll steam. And then once they've steamed, we'll take the lid off and they'll just toast, and boy, they're good. Delicious. Just that simple. Cooking with salt and pepper and butter is all you need. You don't need a bunch of spices unless you can't have salt. Then you can spice things up to try to make it taste better. Now for the salmon patties. You need 2 green onions. Now these green onions are big. Everybody was asking me the other night, were they leeks? No, they're not leeks. Leeks don't have a bulb on the end like this. Leeks are kind of all wide all the way down. This is a green onion. It's just a big one. It's called a green onion at the grocery store. That's what they call it. It's just a big one. It's going to make our salmon patties taste amazing. So we are going to trim this thing. And then we're going to chop it. I think I better get out a chef knife to chop it. Or I'll be here all day. It's so big. Well, that smells good already. Now, for the salmon patties. Everybody's different about their salmon. Some people love the bones in their salmon patties. Some people don't. Some people like to put a bunch of juice in them, which makes them real fishy tasting. If that's what you like, then go right ahead. Go right ahead. I usually put just a tiny bit of juice, like that. Don't take much for me. All right. And then I flip it upside down like this. And I personally don't mix up everything. I push that slimy skin off, put that in there, and I also take out the bones. Now, I know that there's people out there that's got to eat them bones. What eats them bones? Y'all eat them bones? Oh, you want to eat them bones. They're so soft it don't matter. We could throw all this in there, but there's just something about the skin. I ain't never liked skin on a fish. Just ain't never. No matter what kind of fish I'm eating. I figure that's, if you ever catch a fish, like me and Chris fish all the time. If you've ever been fishing and you catch that fish, they are so slimy on the outside. Why would anybody want to eat that? And you can't get it off. You can wash them and wash them and wash them, and it still feels that way, don't it, Chris?
Yeah, they're pretty slimy.
Yeah, they are.
They get more slimy. They don't get less slimy.
Right. So I'm just not crazy about it. And if you're crazy about it, then eat it. But don't get them to me because I don't. Please. Please. And thank you for watching. We do want to thank y'all for watching. We have some great viewers. And y'all been so good to us. And I know y'all, you don't realize how much viewers love you and really think you're a part of their life until you meet them. And we just had a couple come last weekend, and they just loved us so much. They cried talking about how we feel in their afternoons. And boy, does that make me and Chris feel like that the effort we put into doing this is well worth what we're doing. And we just want to say tonight, after meeting them, and we've met them before, that we love y'all too. And if I could, I'd give every one of y'all a hug and cook for y'all. I really would. She said, what I like about you is you're real. You've never changed over the years. It doesn't matter where you live, what you're doing, you're still Tammy. I said, yeah, that's who I am. All right. So there's your salmon. I put in those 2 little eggs instead of 1 egg because I've got little chickens. We're going to use, believe it or not, a 1/2 cup of self-rising flour in these. We're going to use an 1/8 cup of cornmeal mix in these. I'm going to make sure I ain't missing nothing. Y'all come on over here to the cookbook and you can see the recipes. There's the cornbread, crunchy cornbread. And then I've got my place marked with my little ribbon. And we're making salmon patties tonight. And there they are in the fish section. So you've got salmon, green onion, egg, salt and pepper, flour, and cornmeal mix. And that's all there is to it. Let's get them started. Salt and pepper. Salt. Pepper. And if you want them spicy, like if you really like that seafood blend or whatever, I'm just going to use this same spoon because it was for cornbread. Ain't going to hurt nothing. If you want them spicy, add some spice to it. But when my kids were little, and they still like them, but they thought that these were chicken patties because when they fry up, they're kind of like, seriously, they're kind of like the inside of a chicken nugget, the texture. So my kids always thought when they ate these that they were eating a piece of chicken. It's so funny. They loved them too.
They knew what they were called. They just didn't connect it. It was fish.
When they were really little, but now
Yeah.
when they got older, of course they did. When your kids are really little, they'll eat just about anything if you feed it to them, because they don't know any different.
Get your onions.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I did. And I'm just worried about this over here. I gotta take a look at it. Let me turn it off. It's burning. I hope I didn't burn them up. I think I might have.
How's it burning? It had water in it.
I know. This is a hot stove. They're just about it, but they're not quite. They sure don't need any more toasting, I can tell you that. I think they're okay, but I wanted to get it off the eye and let it cool down. Okay? You just never know. Let's put this onion in here, y'all. I'm just going to rake it in here today. I'm going to use my hands because I'm going to make the patties anyway. I don't normally use my hands, but tonight I'm just in the kind of mood. They sure do work better than a spoon when you're mixing something. Especially like this, to get all those onions in there even. Nothing better than the fingers mixing it up. All right, let's get over here. Put some oil in this pan, get these started. Will you take that lid off for me, Chris? Because my hand's messed up.
Take what lid off?
This lid.
Oh. Yep.
And we're going to get them started. You want your oil about as deep, a little bit deeper than they, well, not deeper than they are, a little bit more shallow than they're going to be. So I'm going to turn up my heat and drop a little test piece in there. When it starts to fry, then we know we can add them. We got potatoes back here. Let me turn them up just a hair. I turned them down a while ago. Man, these double eyes on my stove, they do cook fast. And with gas, sometimes you can't go by the dial. You never can. It just don't do it justice to try to go by the dial. Does it, Chris?
Nope.
It just don't quite work that way. I'm trying to decide where I want to be. And one can of these makes a good many for a family. You're going to see. It's getting pretty hot. You could just take a spoon and spoon them in there too. However you want to do it. I don't want to drop. Start dropping them yet. I guess I can now. Come on over here with me. Little bowl. They look good, don't they? Look at them little onions poking out. These are good. Get you a can of salmon and make a good supper. And it's always affordable. Chris, you're quiet tonight. You're hungry and tired. Chris is hungry and tired, y'all. If you're wondering, he's been fishing. Hungry and tired. Oh, our cornbread. Will you open that and see how that looks? I got my hands all in this. Watch out, Marcy.
It's fine.
Okay. Got everything going at one time. Now this is a 12-inch skillet, and it should fill them up by the time you get done. I got one more I need to squeeze in there, if I can. And I should be able to once I use my spoon. So I'm gonna lay it right there. There's the bowl. I just got to rinse off my hands, y'all. Finally, rinsing my hands off. Bet y'all were glad. All right, let's get us a clean spoon. Oh, you can really smell them Brussels.
They smell good.
All right, I'm turning this up. Turn you up. That's our little test piece. Can I squeeze this in there? Let's make it elongated.
That'd be the moon shaped one.
You know what? People will go, you can't crowd a skillet. Yeah, you can. If it's hot enough, you can. I've been crowding skillets all my life and I can cook. I mean, it tastes good when I'm done. And I ain't kidding. I promise. It tastes good. All right. We got it all going, y'all. So what we'll do is Chris will help y'all watch my salmon while I clean off this counter behind us. And then we're going to check out those Brussels and see how they're looking. And y'all tell us what y'all are having for supper tonight. It's been beautiful weather here. We've had warm weather. And I've been able to wear sleeveless shirts again. Of course, I don't ever stop doing that in the house, but even outside. I believe today it was like 70 something. 77 or something like that.
75.
75?
Wash this thing off over here before it cooks on that.
That's what I was, yeah. All right, I'll do it. Watch out, Marcy. Some of them are getting a little bit brown now that I've turned it up. And I got to check on my cornbread. We just got a lot going on.
Yep, everything.
But if you're going to cook supper, you got to be making everything at the same time so it all gets done at the same time so it tastes better. That's why I like to do lives instead of just doing edited video. I like to do them both. And that way, if you're really learning to cook, you need to watch a live. And those of y'all that really just love me and Chris and want to spend time with us, always watch the lives, and we appreciate it. But if you watch somebody cook, you're going to learn a lot more if they're cooking the whole meal. All right, let's flip these. They're looking good. That flour and egg in there helps it puff up. It's like they're just amazing. And that flour keeps them from being real fishy. They're good. They're not real fishy, but you can really taste the salmon and the onion. They're just really good. And like I said, if you want to put seafood seasoning in them, you can.
Yeah, a lot of people put Old Bay in them, stuff like that, or Tony's.
Yeah. And you always want to start flipping them with the first ones you put in. And then as you put them in, of course, they're browner. And then you get around to the ones you put in last. And sometimes they're not even ready to flip. And sometimes they are. You just kind of got to play it. This one was in there before that little one.
And we do have skillets like this on the website. Pretty much anything we got out here is.
Oh, yeah. This is a black lock made by Lodge. It's a type of Lodge skillet. It's a little lighter weight than the other Lodge skillets. Just the standard, it costs more.
He's talking about this one, right?
This one right here.
Yeah.
It does cost more. But I really like it a lot. Move, Marcy, because it's not as heavy for me to pick up. This one right here is also, it's just really old. It's so old you can't even tell what kind of skillet it is. All right, I'm gonna turn that up just a hair so it gets brown on the top, and then we're gonna eat.
Okay.
So let's check out these. You want any cheese on them or anything, Chris?
Oh,
Any parm?
if you want to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll throw a little parm on them, y'all. It makes them taste even better than they already taste. And they already taste good. If I can find my parm. Huh.
Find it.
Yeah. Let's just do this first. I don't want to overcook my salmon.
Okay.
See how they're looking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a salmon patty.
Let's get these off. Then we're going to put some parm on our Brussels. And then we're going to,
Fix our potatoes.
yeah, Chris can talk for me. I can't hardly think and talk at the same time like I used to. It's easy when you're editing because you can just clip stuff out and put stuff in. But when you're live, you just gotta do your best. That's huge. That's a huge one.
That's the one I want.
All right, there they are. Salmon patties. All right, let's turn this off. And no, I will not reuse this salmon oil.
No.
It won't taste good. It'll taste like fish. So you won't be seeing me reuse anything that I use for meat.
Anytime we fry fish,
Let me get a
especially.
fork. I'm sure those are done, but I'm going to just make sure.
Or fry chicken. We don't reuse it when we fry chicken or any meat.
Oh, yeah. Chris sometimes he likes his potatoes just boiled and mixed up with salt and pepper and butter, and that's it. And that's what we're doing tonight with his. Trying to get them hot, though. All right. Let's open this. I didn't know it wouldn't open. But it'll be worth it if I open it. Parm. I usually get it when I can at Aldi because it's a lot cheaper to get cheese there. And it's good. They have good cheese. So, here's one. Okay, for these. Now, they got a little salt and pepper on them, and cheese is salty, so keep that in mind. If you can't have a lot of a lot of salt, and you do want to put some parm on yours, then you might want to leave some salt off and just use the cheese. That looks good.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be good. I guarantee it. Oh, them are hot now. Uh-oh. Splattering it. Oh, I gotta rinse these and mix these up, and then we can make a plate.
Might want to check.
Oh, my cornbread. It's done. Okay. All right, I'm gonna rinse this, and then I'll come back and flip that out. It's a lot harder to flip cornbread out in that big skillet, and that's why I normally use those lighter skillets. And lots of times I just use the 8-inch skillet to do our cornbread. Cornbread for two is what I call it in the cookbook, because we don't need a lot of cornbread, but we decided that we would make a whole pone tonight, and we're going to have cornbread and milk for lunch tomorrow because it's supposed to be a rainy day, and it'll be good on a rainy day. Good on a rainy day. Salt. I got about 4, 5, probably 5 medium potatoes in here, if you're wondering. And all you want in there is butter, Chris. Is that it?
That's all I need.
That's all he wants, y'all. Butter. Give him just a little bit more. That's how he likes his taters. I like them creamed. Somebody said the other day, finally, somebody that says creamed potatoes. And then somebody watched my rolling the biscuits and they said, finally, somebody that makes biscuits like my mama. I love it when people say stuff like that. It makes me feel good. All right, let's see if I can do this, y'all. It's heavy. Whew! Gotta do it with 2 hands. That's a good looking supper, ain't it? I think that'll be all right sitting there. Okay. So if you want to see how crunchy this is, it's plenty crunchy. You can hear it. Crunchy. And this is just plain old Southern cornbread. No sugar. It's not Jiffy mix. It's just cornmeal, flour, buttermilk, egg. Now listen, y'all, this is how Chris likes his potatoes. It's not my favorite way. But when he asks for them, I do it. He said, can I have potatoes my way tonight? I said, yes, because he's waited all day to eat. He's so hungry. He needs to start taking a sandwich out on that boat with him. Desperately. All right. There's your taters. Give you some salmon. I'm going to show y'all the inside of these too.
You need a...
Nah, I'm not going to scrape it.
Okay.
See, they got a little brown, but they'll taste good. That looks good. All right, I'm going to cut you a piece of cornbread. And we can eat. I'm going to show y'all the inside of this salmon patty. Y'all can look at this cornbread. Looks good. Cornbread is crumbly, if you're wondering. Why it's crumbly? Because it's cornbread. So many people make our cornbread, they're like, why is it so crumbly? And I'm like, because it's not Jiffy mix. It's not cake. Jiffy mix is like cake. Our cornbread is ground cornmeal, so it's more, and it's cake-like compared to what my granny made, because my granny had her own corn ground at the mill every year until she passed away. And her cornbread was a little more grainy than this. But there's the inside of the salmon patty. Looks good, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
It tastes good too, y'all. It's not flat and full of grease like a lot of them you see in these cafes. Mmm. Delicious. Woo, that's good. I'm hungry. I hope y'all have enjoyed watching our supper. It was fun to make it. It might have took me a little while, but you know what? It was worth it. Got a plate full of food, and we got leftovers. We're going to have cornbread and milk tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful day, and we thank you for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like our mamas did. Bye, y'all. Love ya.